Hey, what's up guys, Commander Pro, and today I will be playing Shogun 2 Total War Demo. If you guys are interested in playing the demo yourself or want to download it, go to Steam and download it there. And let's get started right away. So, this is a PC game, and for those of you who aren't familiar with Total War series or have never played it, it's basically a strategy game that tries to simulate warfare at a large scale, and it's about maneuvering and positioning your units to outwit your opponent, and it's extremely fun, especially with friends, and it makes you feel like you actually control something. So this is my first time playing the game. From what I could see, I am outnumbered 3 to 1. So what my initial thoughts are, well, if this is anything like the old Total War games, high ground will be the best bet. So I stick to my high ground, actually rise to the high ground to improve my morale of my units and just to pwn them. So right here I'm moving back into the top of this hill so I can beat him, but his cav rushes my archers, so I just, out of necessity pull out my horsemen to attack his cav, and my cav do have an advantage over his cavalry, which is the high ground. I did not expect that. If I would have checked, I would have moved my archers earlier. And if you guys get the demo, don't make the same mistake I did. So right here, I'm moving more of my men over this hill, so I can have the advantage. So basically, this game isn't complex. Again, it's simply positioning your troops and just simple stuff like that. It's not really Call of Duty where you have custom maps or anything like that. They're just simple units. There's archers, swordsmen, spearmen, cavalry. Special stuff are like spear walls and burning arrows, just stuff like that. There's really nothing special. There's different types of formations. It's not complex. It's fairly simple to the point, and that's to destroy your opponent. And my goal in this game is to survive my opponent. So right here I'm trying to get my archers back because their cavalry is killing them, and I do not like that. I have noticed that the AI is way better from previous Total War games, and if you guys are looking at this gameplay as a sort of a review, the gameplay is totally really nice. This game is maxed out except the anti-aliasing, and the anisotropic filtering is at 2x, and it is being played on the ATI 5870, and it's actually really good. I'm pretty sure a lot of computers could run it out there, although this game looks really nice. So I noticed that I'm having trouble setting my guys to run. Even though I double click and set the units to run, they still don't run. So here I'm getting attacked. This AI is pretty random. I'm not prepared for their attacks, and so here I'm moving in, try to get a flank on their samurai. So let's see if we can get some close-ups soon so you guys can see the model details and such. So right here, what I'm hoping to do is get his units to drop and their morale to drop and maybe rout them. So let's see the left part of the battlefield. Just preparing for his enemies to attack me. I can see that his cav, he has no cav. As you guys can see, my cav, it's ready to set an ambush, and I do have a huge high ground advantage, and I am taking fire from his archers, so I decide to pull them back so that my cavalry will have the effective ambush in place. This game is a lot different than Total War, as it has a Napoleon Total War feeling. Right here I learned that the green dudes don't want to help me out, so that's a bad thing. So now I'm outnumbered even more. So I have my cavalry sweep down, which have a huge advantage because of that hill. On top of that, it was a surprise attack, which makes them break right away. So I move my spearmen forward as I'm getting sprayed with arrows, and my initial goals with that was to eliminate the archers, since they are not good against samurai, since all they know how to do is shoot arrows. So again, right here I decide to pull back. Their whole army is coming, and I am outnumbered, and the only advantage I have is the high ground. So I decide to pull back higher. I think it could be seen as a mistake or an advantage. I do not know. From what I see is that they were routing, but I'd probably lose half my army trying to rout or retreat back to the hill. On the right, it's fairly going really well compared to the middle, which has been a disaster so far. So I want to talk a little bit about the gameplay, or just simply if I enjoyed the game. When I played the demo, I felt that it sort of grabbed me. It was entertaining. Again, I'm not familiar with the units or any of that, so it wasn't like Rome Total War when you're like, oh hey, Spartans, that's really cool, or oh, Legionaries, that's really cool. I don't know any of the units. I don't know any of the tribes or clans. I don't know what you want to call them. As a matter of fact, I'm not familiar with Japanese history at all. I know if you are, then correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's a civil war in this historical battle, and I am fighting my own people. And so here I'm retreating to the top, and it looks like I'm doing a little bit better since I did this, but still, from here I could tell that I will not. From here you could tell that my other ally betrayed me, so he is now attacking me. So now I'm even outnumbered more. So the chance of victory just went down the toilet, and my units begin to rout, which is bad. Some of them stop routing, which I try to get back into the battle, but usually in any Total War game, once they rout, it's really hard to get them back unless you do a miracle or something. I like how they did something where the flags are like ripped and torn when depending on the units numbers. It's just little details like that that make this game really cool. So the green dude did get engaged, although he did not come and help me. He did get engaged, and I guess that's good, even though he's gonna lose all his men. So here I say, this hill is freaking steep. Let's use it to my advantage. So I decide to pull the remaining of my army up that hill to destroy my enemies. So my middle is practically wiped out, and with that huge new set of reinforcements coming, it will be really hard to have a victory. Here I'm trying to set my archers to flaming arrows, which for some reason they do not do. I do not know why. But here you can see the green samurais fighting, which they failed to do to win. I don't know if you guys can see, but this game looks really, really nice. You guys can see the samurais really detailed and stuff. And that's what you could expect from a Total War and a PC game. So I mean, I'm not really a Total War commentator, so I really don't know what to say. Actually, now that I look at this replay, they did fire the flaming arrows, so I guess I was wrong. The controls and the stuff, as compared to older Total War games, they look the same. They are the same. Simple pads. They just rearranged and made it look more Japanese. One thing I noticed about the graphics, it looks like Bad Company as far as the trees goes. Like I felt like I was playing a first-person shooter in an RTS. So I think that's really good because the graphics are really nice, and it ran really well on my Alienware. So I think that's good. I think that's good. It's fairly optimized and such. So, you know, I'm camping on the hill. What else to say? So what I'm hoping is that the hill would give me such an advantage as to make my units rout as soon as they clash with my spears, and I hope that's the case. As you guys can see, the middle is a lost cause, and I'm beginning to rout. Archers are crap when fighting with swords, in case you were wondering. If you don't play Total War games, they are just crap. So, yep, I lost my middle army. I don't know why my general unit is in a square. I thought it was sort of try to get the units back into the fight, which I didn't, which made them dismount. So that's a fail by me. That's a lesson learned. So right here I'm setting up my dudes because I see that if you guys can see in the background, the whole enemy army is approaching towards me, so I have limited time to set them up. They actually arrive pretty quickly. It might not feel that way if you guys are watching, but it did feel that when I was playing they arrived fairly quickly. So my plan right now is to get them to come up this hill, and since they're in a sort of lane, take one out at a time with my arrows and with my spears, and I'm hoping that the high ground advantage will give me just enough advantage to make his enemies rout. And that is a goal, just rout. I do not care if I do not kill them all, just make them rout. And by making them rout, I will be able to kill the incoming wave if they do come back. So what I decided to do here is set my spearmen to a wall, and these are my archers. Trying to get them to get some close-ups so you guys can see the nice details of the game. So I have my cavalry here ready to set a sort of side shot on their units. I believe that is their general gallantly charging towards my entire army, which is pretty stupid. That is one of the common things I see in Total War games where they don't the AI always makes that mistake of rushing their units instead of a group in line. So here I'm forming my units into line formation, or actually spear wall, which makes them pretty much cavalry killers, and I mean, since I'm in a hill, makes them not move as much and have a little bit of an advantage. So here I'm exchanging we're shooting our arrows at the general unit, which I do not know why they have like large bags in their back. If you know anything about this, you know, leave a comment below. I seriously don't know. They have like giant airbags in their backs, and it's really weird here. If you guys could see, I do not know what that is for. You know what I think it is? I think, this might sound like retarded, but I think they're like bombs or something. Like maybe they like fling them from their backs or something. That's what I think they are. I honestly do not know what they are, because I think it'd be really stupid to be carrying an airbag in your back. Maybe it's so if the horse goes crazy and they fall back, they'll be alright. I guess that makes sense. Or maybe it's that their armor is so heavy and they need a little bit of a pull. So gravity's not that bad on them. I don't know what that is for. So here the whole army is coming, and the good thing is that they're separated. The bad thing is they have muskets and some gunpowder that of course is better than my arrows. So here what I want to do is clash my horsemen into the incoming enemy that's spread out from the rest of the main force, and by doing this, if I can defeat them, go back into the main force when they're clashed with my line and possibly make a mass rout. And as you guys can see on the top or middle right, I am engaged with the cavalry, and in the middle my spear wall has been successful and my enemies have routed. Again, those were the enemies that previously fought my other men that routed. Now this next cluster of men is actually the new ones. They actually betrayed me. So they're here to kind of kill me, I guess. And what I'm hoping to do is my spear walls will last. And I don't think that will happen because my spear walls are depleted, very low numbers. But we'll see what these Japanese warriors can do. Again, I don't know much about these guys, so I really can't say anything for them, or if they were badasses, or if they were just normal Japanese dudes. What I'd love to do here is just like get some samurai planes and crash into them. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna make this. It looks really grim for me. They're exchanging fire on the left, and I really don't know. See, his units are routing. They're really weak, but I do not know if I will have a victory. What is my cav doing? They're like going around the unit. I guess I have to take him out of a triangle formation. And I don't know if that's what you call it. There we go. So my cavalry is getting back shots on my enemy. Oh, looks like my line infantry might rout. Yeah, I think I have lost this, my friends. Well, I got his unit to break. Now let's push up this hill and see if I can make the rest of his men break. So I did lose my line infantry on the right, my spearmen, and on the left they're about to die, so I'm gonna rush my general's unit. Hopefully he can be a badass samurai with the airbags and possibly kill the enemy and have a victory. Let's find out. So I don't think there will be a victory for this game, guys. I know this is my first gameplay and it won't be a victory, but hey, it's a demo. What else do you expect? I'm kind of hoping that my archers might pull a miracle since they have a high ground advantage. I don't know. You guys can see cool battles. I do not know if I will make this. If they don't make it, the game will be over. I think this is extremely close. My general unit's still alive. We got the right break. And come on. Let's see. Come on. Do a miracle. Miracle. So my archers do have swords, katanas. And they are. Now, I believe this is game, boys and girls. I do believe it. Yes, they are routing. Hope you guys enjoyed this defeat, and I hope you have a nice day. And go, guys, check out Steam and download this demo, and catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.